do you get a 75-foot steel boat ready to sail across oceans with almost a dozen crew on board? You start with a list of projects and a budget, then you triple both, put on your safety glasses, roll up your sleeves, and in our case, brace yourself for one wild ride. The anatomy of a boat project is fairly simple. Step 1 is figuring out what you need to fix. The heart of our project list more or less boiled down to getting 3 areas of our life on board taken care of: sleeping, eating, and scuba diving. Your crew's gotta get good sleep, so we needed to spruce up our bunk beds a bit. A well-fed crew is a happy crew, and we have a lot of mouths to feed, and that can get expensive in remote places, so we'll need to stock up on as much as we can here. If there's one thing in this world we can't live without, it's scuba diving. So we're gonna need a compressor to fill up tanks, a place to store them, a badass ride to take us around to dive sites, and fuel to get us there. Petrol can be hard to find in the islands, expensive, and full of contaminants. So we decided to build a petrol tank into our boat so we can take 600 liters of it with us. Once you have a plan, you're gonna need supplies and materials. Then you're gonna need some able hands. Luckily for us, we have lots of them on board, with all different skills and trades, from welding to carpentry to electrics and more. We decided to start with the biggest project first, which is definitely the petrol tank.
Why are you cutting a hole in my boat?
Oh, I don't know. I just came yesterday and they just handed me this angle grinder and it's just like cut up the boat. And we're making a petrol tank.
So we're cutting like all along here,
That's
and
been
then
done
along here, and then this whole piece is gonna come up.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary, but I like it.
After about a half day of grinding, the next step was to remove the huge piece of steel to expose the void in our swim step that would eventually become a petrol tank. But this part turned out to be a little trickier than first expected.
Just
How'd that
whacking
work
it.
for you?
Yeah, not really, didn't really achieve much, but had a good time.
What's the situation here? What is preventing it from coming down all the way?
There's like a support beam here,
Oh, okay.
and I can't get my grinding disc deep enough to cut it.
After scratching their heads for a bit, the guys eventually got the plate off. They lifted the plate over the rail and onto the dock to grind and sandblast it clean.
Beauty.
We got in trouble because we're not supposed to be grinding on the dock. So now we gotta take our big piece of steel and we're gonna go back out on anchor and we're gonna continue on.
Grinding was one thing, hitting it with the battle axe maybe was next level stupid.
Hit it with a hammer!
Alright, we're going on a little night mission because we need to grind out some, what would you call these?
Let's say fuel tank compartments.
Fuel tank compartments. That sounds legit. Anyway, we found it's going to rain the next 2 days, so we're going to head up to Sally's and we're going to grind these out. A little man mission tonight. These guys are like, this guy's a slave driver. What? This is the big push to Tonga. Here we go.
Here we go. Well, we got a Tonga.
Yeah, right now.
That's what you want. Keep it simple. This is what you get treated like working for Expedition Dream.
Get in your hole.
In the boot.
Get in your hole.
No, I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
Get the car. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on out. Okay, and go.
The grindfest continues into the wee hours of the night until...
Alright, so we messed up. We're grinding away and we had the lights running because we wanted to like light up our workplace, and I had the car running and I didn't realize that Amir had gone and turned it off. And what happened, bro?
Well, the lights went out and the battery died.
Yeah, so we've kind of searched around. We were hoping we'd find like jumper cables or something at Sally's, but no. So we're gonna head over to the neighbor's house and just hope for the best. So let's see what we go find. All right,
Fingers crossed.
let's go. Put your light on him. Go. Oh, you are friendly, aren't you?
Oh, he's only got one horn.
Let me film it. Oh, okay. Here goes William. I'd go to the side door, bro. Hello. I'm sure you don't get too many visitors up here at this time. I'm so sorry. Oh! She's purring! Hey! Roger, you're a legend. No worries. Thank you, bro. Yeah, thank you. That guy just came and saved us. Roger, you're a legend of X-Men. All right, back to the boat. Let's go.
This little eager beaver in the morning. Get it, girl.
She's got a cap and everything.
Yeah, I guess she's
Seriously?
we'll have to ask her when she gets back, but I think she's a legit swimmer.
She looks like one of those underwater aerobics. No, it's like synchronized swimmer. Look at her go.
It's brisk out there. Good on her.
Making me feel lazy though.
I know, meanwhile, I'm just editing away in my shark onesie. So everyone's been working on projects over the last few days, and I've been trying to finish a video, so I've been kind of just in my zone, very disconnected from what everyone else is doing. And I walk back here, and these guys have built a damn gypsy campsite on the back of the boat. Look at this. Living in a tent city.
Yeah, that's right, hiding out from the authorities that don't let us grind in their marina.
As things progressed with the petrol tank, we got some of the gang started on our next big task. Bunk beds.
So we're starting step 1 of the bunk bed build out process begins right now, and Chloe and I are taking all the stuff out from underneath the beds, and we're gonna start tearing them apart and seeing what we come up with.
This is what the bunks looked like before, and our plan is to replace the hammocks on top with proper beds, then turn the area underneath the bottom bed into storage for the crew.
Sylvan's getting me set up with the power tool.
You got how many speeds you want?
Okay. This is one of the first times you'll ever see me with a power tool in my hand. It's not exactly my area of expertise, so I'm feeling pretty empowered right now, and I'm just taking out the slats from these beds. This one's gonna be like our test bed, and we're gonna use this as like a prototype to see what we want to do on the others.
So the bunk bed project continues. Look at this freaking sweet drill. So Nemo, this company, sent us this awesome underwater drill. I had seen it on Delos, which we were on before, and just fell in love with it. And this is about as overkill of a drill for the job as I can think of. This thing's supposed to go down like hundreds of meters for commercial diving, and we're using it to build bunk beds. Boom!
The beds actually came together pretty fast, and once the basic structure was finished, we installed some gas struts so you can easily lift the mattress and store all your stuff underneath.
Yeah, now we're making some nice pieces of wood to go under. We'll make some compartments, and everything will be nicely stored.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here they are!
Oh man, these are cool.
Yeah, that looks awesome!
Oh, shut up.
Whoa, look at all these brand new mattresses.
So much room for activities, man. We did it. We did it. It looks amazing. Look at that. That looks like what you would buy from a store. Should have been. Look at all the sports space. So we do aerobics in here. So many activities. It's making my head spin how many activities we can do. Bunk beds.
How does it feel?
I feel good.
Introducing the Sylvia Deluxe.
Yay! We're making our home. So the beds are all finished, huh?
Yeah, and it's quite spacious actually, I think, because I have a lot of stuff, so I was a bit scared for that, but it looks like we can fit all in. I think We will talk later about it.
Let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Yes!
Are you ready for your next pancake delivery?
Yes, I am.
Yep. Hummus pancake. This.
Oh, that looks yummy.
That is yummy.
Who's your note for?
The woman in the boat just by us.
We've been bad neighbors, huh?
She's not so happy with that noise.
Why is that, Molly? Is it possibly because we were running the grinder for 3 days?
List the loud things that we've been doing over the last few days.
So, metal grinding, running the petrol air compressor, the skill saw, planer, and just generally being a lot of people. And late into the night. We'll call it even with a loaf of bread.
Molly baked this lovely loaf of bread.
Loaf
and
of fruity bread, yeah.
bow on it. That was very sweet of you to think to do that. And then what, you're writing her a little note as well?
Yeah, I don't know what to write. What should I write?
Our sincerest apologies.
Have we finished?
No.
Oh.
Sorry about the noise.
Love the misfit crew of Sophia.
Shall we actually go for these?
No, I think that's kind of taking the piss.
Lindsay,
Yes.
how's it going?
Good.
So I looked at the footage of when you arrived,
Yes.
and the
didn't
camera
really
was
work.
not operated properly.
We are about ready to pick up Lindsay.
So, hello.
Hello.
I don't even know if we've really introduced you yet. Why don't you tell the YouTube world about yourself?
I'm a Kiwi. I don't know what else. I like sailing, traveling, diving.
And you're an electrician.
Yes.
I guess we're just gonna have to talk Lindsay up for him. Some people are that way, they're just all shy.
Yeah, tell the world why.
I'm just in my Winnie the Pooh hole over here, don't worry about me.
Why did we bring Lindsay on board?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, one, he likes scuba diving as much as we do. Number two, he's got some sailing experience. 3, he's a Kiwi, which are all around good people. I've never met a Kiwi I didn't like. 4, he's an electrician, and I'm not. And 5, because he sent us a message at the right time. So all those reasons.
It's a pretty good reason.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome to the team, Lindsay.
Welcome.
Stoked to have you. There's stuff everywhere, huh?
Everywhere.
There's like sawdust and metal shavings and food scraps.
It's just like explosion from construction zone. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're living
like,
in a construction zone.
It truly. It's like, watch your head, watch your...
How's our provisioning list looking so far?
Well, I think we will buy a lot of food. And since we like fresh bread, and we probably make fresh bread every day.
What's the recipe that we've been using?
3 cups of white flour, 1 cup of brown flour, and then we use a little bit of sugar and yeast. And then we will get like 2 loaves of bread. So, but we are 12 people and we are hungry and we love fresh bread, so we will get like every day 4 fresh leaf of bread, which makes a lot of food.
Yeah, so we worked it out that 1 kilo is 8 cups of flour. So if it's 1 kilo per day, that's 30 kilos a month. If we're planning for 6 months, so that's 180 kilos
Yeah, that's crazy.
of flour. That's like how many? That's like over 300 pounds
Yeah,
of flour.
It will hurt you with the wallet.
A non-food category, which is all like cleaning stuff and kitchen stuff and toiletries. We've got like bulk things like rice and beans and dried stuff. We've got lots of things for baking, lots of spices. We got beer, wine, liquor, a bunch of canned stuff, and then just loads of as much fresh stuff as we can fit. And some milk. It sounds so simple when you see it on paper, but...
Today is the big shop. Let's go.
on our way to Whangarei, and we've got quite a shopping list today. We've got about 3 pages of shopping list, and if you've ever felt overwhelmed shopping for a dinner party for like 6 people, imagine multiplying that by 2, and then multiplying that by 3 meals a day, and then multiplying that by 7 days a week, and 4 weeks a month, and 6 months, and that's what we're gonna attempt to shop for today. So, no pressure, no pressure. This girl's never wearing any shoes. Do you even have shoes with you?
I have climbing shoes.
Oh yeah. Do you and Molly want to work on that page?
Yeah, sure.
Me and Dee can take this page?
You bet.
Let's do it!
Our first provisioning stop consisted mostly of canned goods, sauces, and specialty items, as we wanted to buy as much as we could in bulk to avoid so much packaging and single-use plastics. But even then, we still managed to fill up a few carts pretty fast.
We didn't want to go too crazy on snacks and junk food, but I did get 1 fancy bar of chocolate per month. So we've got 6 bars. So we've got a dark almond, a dark Ghana, Hokey Pokey, which is a New Zealand thing, a coconut block, and then some more dark almond. We decided it would be faster if we split up into 2 lanes and did 2 separate checkouts. The first place we went to, because we bought so much stuff, they gave us like a couple free bags of potato chips, so we're taking a little snack break because we all got so hungry after staring at boxes and boxes of food for hours. What did you think about your first provisioning mission?
I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Once you've like surrendered to the fact that you have to buy a lot, then it's alright. You just go for it.
Yeah, you gotta like take the plunge and just start grabbing like boxes of stuff.
Yep.
Well, good work today, team.
Yes.
High five.
Yes. Everybody.
Do you see any really exciting snacks in there?
Coffee?
Yeah, they were all like, that's a lot of coffee. And I was like, Nate will be mad if I don't get enough.
I got problems.
The Eagle has landed. We're back with a lot of food. And I believe the plan is to send it all down this hatch. What do you reckon, boys?
How do we organize?
Well, it's pretty organized down there right now. Look at that. Jesus. Woo! Holy shit.
Are we through it, or is there still a lot of come?
Holy moly! There's some stuff up there, but it's definitely, this is the majority of it.
It's organized.
How's it look down here?
Yeah, it's quite packed, I would say. We still need to organize everything. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
What did you make us for dinner, Amir?
Shakshuka. It's me and William also.
What's shakshuka, like, for people that don't know?
Shakshuka is a traditional Middle Eastern Israeli breakfast.
Dinner.
Yeah, he eats it for dinner, but I ate like 1,000 shakshukas in my life, and none of them were for dinner.
This is your first
always,
dinner one ever?
Yeah, it's always breakfast. So yeah, it's like mixed tomato paste, and you can put like mushrooms inside or capsicum, and then you break the eggs inside the sauce, and you get something like that.
Okay, I want to say to everybody, thank you so much for all of your hard work today and all the days. And I feel, for whatever reason, that we've all really particularly earned this meal today. Like, it was a good day today. And good work, everybody. By the way, I don't know if we really showed you yet, but we don't really have space for people to even sit and eat dinner, so we just kind of stand around and eat our meals together like this. This is our dinner time. It was a little bit late and I didn't have my camera ready, but we have a new crew member that just arrived, and she was supposed to be here earlier today, and we didn't know if she was going to make it or not, and so I was doing the dishes over here, and I just heard my name outside the window, Jordan, Jordan, and I look out and she's there, so we're going to go say hello to her downstairs. Hello. Hello. Tell us your name and where you're from and why you're here.
So my name is Océane Le Canu. I'm from France. I'm from Brittany, so it's the northwest of France, the part of the sailors. I began sailing when I was 17. First it was English Channel, and then I sailed in Mediterranean, in Greece, in Netherlands, in England, and then I went to the Pacific, and I've done the passage from Fiji to New Zealand in November. So yeah, I was in Australia and I was looking at boat going into direction of east, and I saw your announcement, so I directly sent a message because it matched up so well about your project in ecology, your international crew and big boat, and what I want to do with my sailing. I would like to become a boat builder, so I'm gonna do a school in France, and then I would like to with some friends or buy a boat or build a boat and do some freight and maybe circus, theater, music, and try to bring communities all over the world together. Would be a nice project.
So this is our second day of shopping, and we are on our way to the bulk shop to buy lots of more food.
We need 120 more kilos of rice, 100 kilos of pasta, 90 kilos of oats, and 200 kilos of white flour and 50 kilos of brown flour.
The ladies began loading up on all the bulk foods we would need, including items like 80 kilos of black beans, 20 kilos of sugar, 40 kilos of chickpeas, and 8 kilos of peanut butter, to name just a few.
So we just been abandoned because we couldn't fit in the car because we bought all this huge amount of food, but then we got a sweet ride from this sweet lady. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Monique, but they call me Squeaky. It's my nickname.
Squeaky?
Yeah.
And we're so thankful because she will bring us to the highway or somewhere where we can hopefully get a ride.
We've just got out the car of our second hitchhike, and we have hopefully just one more to go. Hopefully we won't be here too long. It's getting a bit chilly.
Yeah, because you don't even have shoes on.
I've got Ben & Jerry's. It's actually cold out here.
Oh, look at that.
Sola, look at it.
Oh yeah,
that's
it's like
about 10 centimeters, not even. Exactly 4 fingers.
Plenty of room to spare. I pulled over and let people pass me so many times. I mean, I've had a knot in my stomach. I tell you.
That was good timing.
We made it!
How was that?
Well, we had 4 rides.
I'm so glad to see you.
Our rides were so interesting.
Music to provision by. What's the game plan, team?
Put it in buckets, put it in the bilges, go to Tonga.
I've opened up the back cabin here underneath the bed, and I just finished vacuuming it out. And now we're gonna try and put some pieces of plywood down, and then we're gonna make some like plastic tarp satchels of like rice and flour and all the goodies, and hope that it stays dry.
Is this like the sauce area?
It's the sauce area. Oil, vinegar, sauces, olives, and then sauces again, and honey, lemon.
We got some good stuff.
Yeah. That's a lot of coconut milk.
I think we got 96 cans of coconut cream.
I think you have it for at least a year. At least.
How are you feeling right now? What emotions are going through your body right now?
It's a roller coaster of emotions. Today was quite overwhelming, quite chaotic, but I actually loved every minute. I think it's just new for everyone and we just need to figure it out.
I think we got in here and we started opening up the bilges and we saw all the food, and I think we all just kind of froze a little bit and we were like, where do we even begin? Where do we put it? What do we do? The buckets didn't really fit in the way that we hoped. So we're getting it, but I think we all had 5 minutes of just fear and panic. So it feels good that we're stocked up and we don't always. Oh yes! Yay. Hell yeah!
Morale.
Things could be a lot worse. We'll put it that way. Cheers!
Tune in next week as we wrap up our boat projects, then have a big old shindig to celebrate our approaching departure after 4 months in New Zealand.